We are in the middle of the energy and the excitement at the Mortgage Bankers Association's secondary conference here in New York City. This is an important installment of, I feel like, some of the conversations we have throughout the year. I'm Brena Nath at HousingWire. I'm excited to be sitting here with Tamara King. She's the Vice President of Strategic Industry Engagement, which is, I'm sure, so important at conferences like this one. So first off, welcome.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
So tell me a little bit about the energy. What are you feeling so far?
Oh my gosh, we're only on day one, but we started yesterday really, and I've had some great meetings with members who only see each other on Zoom or seeing each other in person, sometimes for the first time, and it's so different when you're meeting somebody in person than virtually. So it's a great energy here.
That type of connection is exactly what we also strive to get at the gathering, like something that you can't get in a square. I do love the Brady Bunch squares on occasion. There's a time that allows us to be multiple places, but there's nothing like you're saying when you come together in person and talk about the things happening in the industry and the things that are happening on a deeper level in our careers, which is the second part of that conversation we're trying to have at the gathering that mPower is doing on the road through lunches like this one at Secondary, but also then bringing it to conferences like the gathering. You're one of our panelists on our upcoming session at the gathering, which is featuring a great lineup of women. I'm excited for you to be included on it. And I wanted to zero in on one topic idea that Laura Hopkins, who is the moderator of the panel, is asking, which is what advice would you give to this next generation of female leaders? That's something unique that I think this panel is talking about, not only where you guys have come and some lessons and stories we can take from that, but also how you guys are bringing this next generation forward. So what advice would you give to the next generation?
I've received a lot of great advice. One of the things that I've been told that I really think holds true is find something that you love. Yes, everybody wants a higher title, you want more money, all of that is true. But if you find and you're doing something that you love, it shows up in your work. I really encourage people to find whatever that is. And it may be something different. Like, you know, in your 20s, you may want to do something different than you do in your 30s or your 40s. But to keep that excitement and that passion will always fuel you to do your best in your job.
That's such a great call out, because I was listening to an audiobook kind of on the way here, and they're just talking about, like, it is so important that, yes, your work is your work and you have a life, but when you're there for 40 hours a week, the importance of having passion, the importance of liking the people you work with, the importance of enjoying that. If you don't, that's a big chunk of your day that you don't have.
It is. And so it is so important to, like what you said, to have most of your day spent on what you love, and that could be helping people, helping the industry, whatever it is. Find those things that bring you joy, because that will fuel you. And during those tough times, that will actually get you through.
And that's one part of your lived experience, which I think is so great for that session, because each one of the panelists are going to come in and share, this is how I've found love and passion in my job, and then take away tidbits for someone sitting in the audience like me, who's still in the middle of her career trying to figure out, okay, how do I take this next step? So that's the example of how conversations can be so powerful, so valuable. From your experience, what are the other takeaways that you'd want people to have from this session, and why we should keep bringing these leaders together to, have the discussions?
Sure. I have been to many mPower sessions, the lunches, the conferences. They've all been great. They've all been different. And each time I find an aha moment. I take something away each time. It's different. Sometimes it's in my professional life to help there. Oftentimes it's also in my personal life. So I find that these moments of being around other women who have similar experiences or sometimes different experiences, but I can apply what they've learned or what they did and use it in my life. I always come out with something. So I'm inspired every time I'm in one of these rooms.
That aha moment, I love that takeaway. And that's what I hope everyone gets from the gathering, is finding that aha moment through your session and other discussions, maybe at the round tables as they're talking to their peers who are sitting among them. So thanks so much, Tamara. I've enjoyed this conversation and can't wait to see you again in a few weeks.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.